Hey guys, this is Corey.
Hi, this is AJ.
We're going to show you guys some stuff in Postgres dealing with selecting tables, inserting data into tables.
And how to make SQL statements as well.
Alright, the first thing we're going to do is show you all how to write a simple select statement under the table that we made friends. Alright, so to write a simple select statement, it's pretty easy. You just write select star from our schema is people and our table is friends. Star means everything.
And the way that you get to this SQL statement is that you have to click on the Postgres on this SQL. Looks like a modifying class, kind of. And this star means that you want to select all the information or all the data from that table.
Another cool thing you can do is this graphical query builder. You can come in here and you can select schema, people, friends, and then it'll pop up over here. And then if you don't click anything, it will select everything. So when you go back over to SQL editor, say yes, and it selects everything from that table. You can see here I have some data already in the table. Another thing that we're going to show y'all how to create another table named phone number and put some different columns in it.
Alright, so the way that you can create a new table is you just right click, and new table. However, we already created this phone num table. As you can see, we added different columns. These are the different columns, and this information will show you how to put it in there
using an insert SQL statement.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we're going to talk about how to insert data into these tables. And it's pretty easy. You just have to have the right SQL statement. It starts off with a insert into people, friends, that's your schema and your table.
And then this information that goes after values is what goes for each column. So this is for friends. So the first column was person ID, then first name, last name, phone number. And as you can see, we separated these as the columns went by, and the numbers we didn't put that's what was it called? That symbol between the numbers, because the numbers you could just type in the numbers and it'll recognize it.
Yeah, you didn't need to have quotes,
quotes
around the numbers because over here on your table we have them set as integers and not text, so it automatically recognizes the numbers. So when you want to insert data into a single table, you'll use this command line. And then if you want to insert table into a different, if you want to insert data into a different table, then you just change the SQL and table that you're saying to insert the values into.
And each of these represents a different row. So like the more rows you add, the more will appear on the table.
In our very first column right here, we have our ID. As you can see right here, person ID and phone number ID, and also person ID. And that represents like the column that you're using, or the row that you're using. Row 1, row 2, and also row 3. Alright, the next thing that we're going to show y'all how to do is write a SQL statement that queries the two tables and displays the results. So this is pretty easy. You'll write another select statement, select everything from your schema friends table and then your schema phone number table. And then you want to join the two tables together using an equal sign.
And those two were the first columns from each row. So you're saying that they are equal. So as you can see on the bottom here, both informations or both data sets from each table are put together from here up to from person ID up to zip. That was from the friends, and these three were from phone num.
Another cool thing you can do with the graphical builder, you see how we have phone number in here twice, person ID in here twice. We can go in here and write every single column that we want instead of using the star. But we can also go in here in graphical builder and you can just select the different columns that you want. So we'll select everything in the friends column, and then we will not select the same ID that's in the phone number. See right here, person ID and person ID are the same. We won't select those because we don't want them to display twice. So now as you come back over here, person ID, and then when you run it, person ID is displayed here on the very first table. And as you look over here, it's not displayed on the phone number table. And then right here is your script where it has all of the different columns right now.
All right, and now we're going to show you how to update a statement, or no, how to use an update statement to change some information from the table. So as you can see here, um, this is an update statement for friends. So we wanted to change the column phone. So we wanted to change to these to this number right here. And so this is the row that it's in. And so we wanted to change two of them. So here's the third row. We wanted to change it, we wanted to change it to this number, the third row. And so, okay, so once we run it, we see that it was successful. And so, here I'm going to try to find it. There you go. And
then as you can see here, it changed the numbers from just 1 through 9 plus 0 to all ones. And then you can also see, we'll update some as we go so you can see how it works. If we wanted to change, another one, there you go. Take this out of here. Let's change this one to, change number 3, all to ones. So run it, come over here, you can run this, and you can notice right here, see it changed it all to ones right here in the phone number column. And then if we wanted to change it back, we can say update your phone number column and set it back to 1 to 9 plus 0, and then run it. And then when you update your table, run your table, it'll set it back. We'll do 2. Oh, here we go. This is the problem. Need the semicolon. There we go. See, it changed the third one back here. Set this as 2. There we go. Now we're back to where we started.
alright, perfect. Now, next thing we're going to show you is how to write a group by statement that counts the numbers of times lottery number is found in a certain table or a certain column.
So to give you a little feedback, we have a table that has every single number in the Virginia lottery that's been won for past X amount of years. We can go over here and show you. It's pretty cool. We used a CSV file to import all the data because it's tons and tons of data. So right here we have our schema lot, our table lot number 1, and then here we have our ID column, and then we have our different number columns.
So here, here as you can see, we did a count because the column N1 is the one that we want to count. So over here, as you can see, here's the N1 right here. And so we're going to count how many times each of those numbers appear on that table. So what I did here was, what we did here was create a count, and we're going to name it count of num in N1. And it comes from this schema and this table. And the group by statement is for N1 and ordered by descending order. So that means that it starts from 1 and grows as we go down. Now, another way to do this is in graphical query. You could
You can choose your numbers that you want, and then when you go back to the editor, you just have to write your count statement at that point. It'll select the column that you want, and then you just have to finish out by writing your count statement. So we're gonna run a couple of them for you. We ran them for the column, the first column, and the second column, and the third column, just so you can kind of see how it works a little bit here. So this is for the second column, and then as you can tell, it's pretty interesting the way they distribute the lottery numbers. It creates a little bit of a bell curve distribution with the numbers. Then we'll show y'all in 3. There you go.
And all of them distribute in a pretty similar way. As you can see, they all started around 1 and 2, and as they went down, they got to 20s and even 40s, but this one didn't get to 40.
Well, that's about it for you for this assignment. We had to just show y'all a couple things and then shoot a little video of it. Stay tuned for our next videos, and we'll go a little bit deeper with Postgres and some information more about the Virginia Lottery.
Thank you very much for watching.